What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on Keeping It Real with Credit. I'm your host, Ray from Keeping It Real. um, and if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing because on this channel, we talk anything and everything regarding credit, personal finance, tips and tricks on real estate, automotives, you name it. You're definitely going to go ahead and find it here. With that being said, guys, welcome back. If you're joining the channel again, if not, you're gonna notice something a little bit different. The number on the screen is actually my direct number. So again, guys, like I've always said, it's very important for me to know that you guys have my number in case you want to go ahead and ask me any questions at all whatsoever, or you may want to inquire about the service that we provide here at the company. Score Shield Financial. So at any moment, guys, I know there's a lot of questions, but at any moment, feel free to text that number on the screen. That's going to be my number here directly, and I'll be able to answer your questions live and direct, or help you give you some more information about what we do here and what we're able to do for you guys. So take advantage of that. Also, in the link in the description, you'll also be able to see the link to schedule a free credit evaluation. That's my Calendly link, and we can go from there. In the meantime, guys, I highly encourage you guys to go ahead and post any questions that you may have regarding your credit, so that we can go ahead and discuss together as one, and hopefully share some more knowledge as it comes to credit and personal finance. With that being said, welcome everybody to the channel, and I see a few of you guys already popping in here, which is great. Let me see here. So, guys, I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys really quick regarding um oh, I see some people already calling in, huh? Um Guys, if you guys want, again, you're able to call that number. However, just keep in mind that, I guess, for now, just shoot me a text, maybe with your name. Obviously your number is going to be there, and your email, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Um let me see. So let me go ahead and give a quick shout out. ENZ Print Code. How fast can a secured credit card help build credit as soon as it hits your credit report? Samuel, what's up? Please, I can't. Can I take off a paid credit card debt on my phone? I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question correctly. Eduardo, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back. ENZ Print Co. 561 West Palm Beach. Yes, that is a West Palm Beach number. However, the company is located in Miami, Florida. And so that's just, my number, whatever. I guess I took whatever was available at the moment. Um, Let me see. D Bell, good morning or good afternoon now. How you doing? All right, guys. So really quick, I want to kind of quickly dive in into, kind of set the tone for the rest of this video, because I want to go ahead and come back to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and I'm gonna actually show you some letters that some of our clients have been getting after we sent out disputes directly to the collection agencies. And I want you guys to, kind of be aware that this type of verbiage is on the letters. You just have to read it, right? And it kind of gives you a clear picture as to, the set of rules that collection agencies must abide by, must follow, right? And how the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which was put in place by Congress to promote the fairness and the accuracy of the information in which appears on your credit report, right? And it's part of our right, and we're able to flex those rights. And it's important to understand those rights so that we can better strategize and create better financial habits. And if anything, think ahead a little bit more and look at our debts a little bit differently, and build something in place where it's a little bit more strategic. All right, if you will. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, like I said, was put in place by Congress to promote the fairness and the accuracy of the information that appears on your credit report. And part of the act, it states that, obviously, when it comes to disputing, is if something's unverifiable, inaccurate, or incomplete, it must be corrected or removed. Meaning, we send a dispute, asking for validation of a particular account, let's say a collection account. Hey, essentially asking, prove to me that I owe you this debt, right? Prove to me that you're talking or you're reaching out to the right person. And if in 30 days they cannot respond back, then it states that it has to get removed, right? Obviously, if they can't prove it, they must remove it, right? And so, really quick, what I want to go ahead and show you guys is a set of results here. Let me see here. we got this collection letter, right? So, by the way, the reason why we have these collection letters is, you know, we obviously study these, but obviously we also see what's being sent to our clients, especially after triggering a dispute. So obviously personal information is taken away. However, look what this letter says after we sent out a dispute. Our offices are in receipt of your dispute and or request for validation, right? So we requested, hey, prove to me that this person owes us debt. This letter is a response to the dispute and a request for validation in accordance to 15 USC 1692G of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Unfortunately, we are unable to provide the requested documentation within a reasonable time frame, and which, as such, ERC, which is this collection company, has ceased all collection activity. Further, we have requested the account to be deleted from any consumer reporting agencies, meaning Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, files to which we may have submitted information. Consumer reporting agencies may take 30 days or longer to update consumer reports. So this is great news for his client, right? Because after they had a cable bill that went to collection, and after we asked for validation of that particular account, requesting more information, um, we found that we found that they couldn't provide the requested documentation, in which the letters that we structure for our clients, they couldn't provide that in a reasonable time frame. Therefore, it had to have been removed. If this validation letter would not have been sent out, this still would have remained on the credit report, continuously hurting that person's credit score. So, however, and also keep in mind, guys, this is why I always say, let's not be so quick to go ahead and think that we can pay these collections, right? Let's not be so quick to assume that. Let's go ahead, if anything, move forward with asking for validation first, getting all the documents in order. Then once everything is proofread, validated, and such, then maybe we could talk about payment, but maybe a payment for deletion where it's a win-win for everybody, right? And so this is a response that came in pretty recently from one of our clients as of July 6th, right? And just to kind of show you an example, this other example I want to go ahead and show you guys is the statute of limitations. So statute of limitations. So again, this is a response from one of the letters that we've gotten, right? Paragon Contracting Services, and so this is their response, right? Actually, this is not a response. This is a letter, a recent letter from one of our recent clients, right? That got this letter, notifying, hey, you have a debt to be paid for, right? And so this is what it says, right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with that. Unless you notify this office within 30 days after receiving the notice that you dispute the validity of this debt or any portion thereof, this office will assume the debt is valid. If you notify this office in writing within 30 days from receiving this notice that you dispute the validity of this debt or any portion thereof, this office will obtain verification of the debt or obtain a copy of the judgment and mail you a copy as such judgment or verification. Upon your written request within 30 days after receipt of this notice, this office will provide you with the name and address of the original creditor, if different from the current creditor, right? So I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this. You have 30 days to dispute it. If not, we're going to assume it's valid. However, this particular account of this particular um, debt, right, seems to be owed. So collection agencies must put this type of language, and it's sometimes in the front, sometimes in the back, or sometimes in small or non-font letters or whatnot, so that it's not noticeable. So keep in mind, guys, the law limits how long you can be sued on a debt, right? Like I've stated before, statute of limitations is basically, in a nutshell, the time frame in which a collection agency can sue you for that debt. It varies by state and it varies by type of debt. Because of the age of your debt, Paragon Contracting Services and Dynamic Recovery Solutions LLC will not sue you for it, and Paragon Contracting Services will not report it to any reporting agency. So they're not going to sue this person for this debt, and they're not going to report it to the credit bureaus. I mean, guys, listen here. It might just be better off to wait to this. Well, the account is not even reporting. So again, it'll be up to you, however, to pay this account. However, we already know that these people cannot sue you for that debt. And essentially, if they, I mean, in my case, when it comes to this letter, paying those $1,400 um, isn't gonna do good or bad, right? However, you'll just be short $1,400. Even if the statute of limitations has expired, you may choose to make payments on the debt. You may choose. However, be aware. If you make a payment on the debt, keep this is the key, guys, and this is why I say not to pay collections, especially if they're old. You want to go through the validation process first or look for this type of language. If you make a payment on the debt, admit to owing the debt, promise to pay the debt, or or waive the statute of limitations on the debt, the time period in which the debt is enforceable in court may restart again, may start again. So this is why I say, guys, this particular case, if I were to make a payment arrangement or pay this for whatever the case may be, this is gonna reset the time clock in which, again, and court may start, right? Or in a if it's a regular collection, again, it restarts the statute of limitations the moment you come into an agreement or admit to the debt over the phone, which is why you need to be careful on what you actually say over the phone. And obviously, they must disclose that this is communication from a debt collector. This is an attempt to collect the debt, and any information obtained will be used for that purpose, right? So that gives you a clear perspective, a better idea as to statute limitations. Again, varies by state and by debt. And if you want more information, consult with a consumer attorney when it comes to that, specifics. But you can Google that information online. And then, even if the statute of limitations expire, you may choose to make payments. However, be aware, if you make a payment of the debt or admit to owing the debt, this may restart the statute of limitations, meaning they'll have legal leverage over you. You don't even have to pay as long as you admit to the debt or owing the debt, or you promise to make the payment. That's going to restart the statute of limitations, and the amount is significant enough, which in this case it could be. Now they can sue you for that debt, wage garnishments, and all that other stuff. So be careful, guys, and read. Um, and then this one was a response. This is the University of Phoenix account inquiry. We disputed these student loans for a client, and this is what they responded back to us. Let me just kind of help you out here. And again, we we bleeped that out. We'd covered the personal information. The following is a response to your inquiry concerning your account with University of Phoenix. I'm sure everybody knows who that is. After reviewing your account, we have submitted a request to the credit bureaus to remove the derogatory information from your credit report. Please allow up to 30 to 60 days for the information to correctly reflect the update. So guys, here you go right here. This is a student loan that we was able to remove, and we got confirmation from University of Phoenix themselves. Right? So it's nice to get those type of results. And guys, let me go ahead and switch over here. Um, let me go ahead and switch over here and give some shout outs to you guys. Let me go ahead here. I kind of lost my way here for a minute. All right, guys. So let me go ahead back over here and kind of kick things off. Let me see here. All right. Let me just make sure. All right, guys. So here we go. So Samuel asked, "How can I take off a paid credit card debt on my credit score or credit report?" Um, you do it by disputing it. First, you have to first identify whether there's an error discrepancy within the weights reporting on all three credit bureaus. Once you identify that, then you go ahead and either request for removal or an update, or you request for validation of such. But again, hard to say. Samuel, if you like, we can go ahead and schedule a free credit evaluation. You can actually call or text the number on the screen, which is my number, like I said, and we can go ahead and move forward. In the meantime, what I'll go ahead and do, which I usually do, is I'm gonna go ahead and post my calendar link right there, guys. So again, you guys are gonna be able to see my availability for the free evaluation, which is only 20 minutes of your time. Right there, click there. You'll be able to see my availabilities. click and lock it in, and we'll be in touch at the same time that you schedule. There is some openings on there, so take advantage of that. Joel, he just asked, just got a collection notice for PayPal. PayPal took money from me that was owed to me, but the person that owed me the money paid me with a stolen credit card. So how can PayPal charge me? Interesting. That's something I would probably take over to the CFPB. Again, I don't know the full details of the account, um, or their conditions, right? But if you got a collection notice from them, I think it might be a good time. And if it's reporting on your credit report, it may be a good time to go ahead and dispute that. Again, Joe, and I'm sorry for calling you Joel. It's Joe. Feel free to give me a call or text me at the number on the screen, and then we can go ahead and move forward. And if it's reporting on your credit report, we can look into the details, and I can give you some pretty realistic expectations as to what can be done and in what time frame. So hopefully that helps. D Bell, have documented paper that something was paid, but it wasn't removed. And after the last pull of the identity IQ, I still see different things between the bureaus. So it was paid but wasn't removed. Did you pay something with the intention for it to get removed? And did the company or collection agency send that to you in writing, basically stating, if you pay this, we will remove this? So hopefully, if they did, then you can hold it accountable. If they didn't, then what they're doing is they're reporting it as updated. But again, hard to say. D Bell, feel free to, I'd love to take a look at your credit report to kind of discuss this a little further. Robin, hey, how you doing, Robin? How can I remove my collection accounts? You said not to pay on them. No, I didn't say not to pay on them, guys. What I said is let's not be so quick to pay them in the beginning. Let's go through the validation process. Robin, I actually showed a little bit examples of some of the things, some of the responses that we've gotten from collection agencies. And again, what you do is you're looking within the details of the account, and you dispute it. You ask for validation or verification of that particular account, which is within your right. You just want, it's not so much whether you owe that company or not. You're dealing with a third party, which is a collection agency, right? So you have to be very careful, and you want to make sure that they have all the information they need to be able to legally collect from you. And if they don't, then the law states it has to be removed from your credit report, right? So they must prove it. If not, they have to remove it. And again, if you want to discuss more on those particulars of that account, again, we offer a free credit evaluation. And I'd love to speak to you soon. You can call or text the number right on the screen, and I'll be looking forward to speaking to you. All right. Jake Harvard, hey, how you doing? Hey, Ray, it's Baron. Oh, hey, Baron, what's up? Baron's one of our clients. Should make another trip out there to see you guys. Did you get the wonderful news about the trade line situation? Not yet, in particularly. My processing team probably got it, but I'll definitely follow up with them with that. Lily Martinez, hey, hi. I have a collection that is back in October 4th. Awesome, October 4th. That's actually my birthday. 2018 from Access Credit of $215. That they just started to leave a message to collect that amount. What should I do? Validate it. Validate it, or give us a call. Call the number on the screen or text the number on the screen, and let's schedule the free credit evaluation, or click the link that I just texted here in the chat to schedule your evaluation to see what we can do. But yeah, I've heard of them before, and we can definitely move forward on that. Cannon Wilds, what's up, man? I'm a client of your services. How soon do you guys start working on removing inquiries? We usually start right away. Actually, once you sign up into our program, there's actually by law, credit repair agencies cannot work on any files or any clients from the moment they sign up into the program for 3 days. There's a 3-day right of rescission, and actually in the service agreement that we send all of our clients, we actually have it on there. And it gives you time to back out of the program if you need it. So actually 3 days, the day after the third day we start, and then we do everything else. So we usually start right away, but we have to give that 3-day period by law. All right, let me see here. ENZ print code. When asking for a validation from the collector, will that restart the statute of limitations? Thanks. No. No, asking for validation will not restart the statute of limitations. um, you're pretty much asking for proof. Send me something in writing. And that's what you're going, and send it back to me in writing, and so that way it's documented what I'm sending you and what I'm receiving back from you guys. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and move forward with some results, some before and afters. Um, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and show you guys some before and afters. This is client number one. Started with us back in May 28 of 2020. And guys, this right here, guys, for you guys that don't know, this is a copy. This is an analysis that we generate for everybody in the free credit evaluation. This is what you get at the end of the free credit evaluation. There's not only our company info, a lot of information and knowledge on credit, but everything that's tailored around your credit report. So this particular individual, again, as of 5/28, these were his scores when he came to us on that date: 536, 520, 535. And see that this analysis even identifies and counts for you guys how many negative items you have. He started with us with 26 negative items that were marked delinquent or derogatory, and it lists it here. We list it here for you beautifully, so that way it's easy for you to understand and you have in a clear picture what it is that you have, right? And so Target, Macy's, Care Credit, Bank of America, U.S. Bank, Portfolio Recovery, which is a collection agency, USCB America, Portfolio. When I see this, guys, and I start explaining to people kind of more or less what's going on here, um, I kind of look at these dates, right? 2015, 2013. I get really excited when I see that because in my experience, the longer an account has been on your credit report, the longer an account is, the older an account is, I'm sorry, the higher the probabilities that this account is going to get removed, right? And so that gets me really excited from there. So can't wait to show you guys the after, right, which is coming up pretty soon. And guys, and check this out: on a $2,000 credit card, he's gone over the utilization over 100%, right? So that obviously contributes to even worsening your credit score. So let's take a look at where he's at today. So as of July, so he started in May. This is July 20th, right? He was in the 530s. Let's see where he's at by July. July 20th, he's in the 650s, 653, 649, and 652. Remember, he started off with 26. Now he has 22. Obviously, there's still some more work to do, but a huge increase when it comes to that. And he's also done a great job because we also work with all of our clients to go ahead and build a plan in place to pay your credit cards down under the 30% threshold. That definitely boosts your score. And this is actually a breakdown of what actually happened that our clients also receive as well. So what happened is that we got one account deleted, but we was able to get, so it went from 29 or 26, I believe, to 22 negative items. But the real kicker is that we're getting extremely good at reversing late payments. And so in this particular case, as you see, Chevrolet, I think, yep, Chevrolet, it got updated, but it got updated to positive, meaning the late payments that he had on there got updated to positive payments, right? And then this collection account got deleted. So we was able to update three late payments across three credit bureaus. And then that resulted in a huge increase, right? Because payment history is 35% of your credit score. That's why that in that particular case, that mattered so much. So client number two, right? This analysis, April 23rd. This is as of April 23rd. He came to us with these scores: 557, 625, and 549, right? With 8 negative items: Honda Financial, Verizon, Wells Fargo, right? And not too many inquiries, and utilization pretty good, right? And so let's see where he's at today: 720. So he was in the 560s, and now he's in the 700s: 729, 727, and a 673. Had 8 items, 4 remaining, right? Obviously still some more work to do, but not so bad in that short time frame. And obviously utilization is under 30%, which is great. And here's a more detailed version of these type of results, and again updated to positive payment history. So we're actually, we've been working on a new strategy or whatnot to work on building a better platform, but also building a better strategy when it comes to reversing late payments or removing the accounts. And then we have our other client here, last client. It's 6/12, so June 12th, he started with us on June 12th. And here is the scores right here: 585, 609, and 605, right? As of June 12th. 22 negative items and 35 inquiries, which is quite a bit, as you see there. And then utilization is pretty high. So as of 722, let's see where he's at today. 650s, 628, 626. 16 items remaining, right, from the 20 something that he had. So we're working on that, obviously. Still more some work to do. And inquiries, I believe he didn't select the inquiry package. So that's probably why that's still there. But utilization is way under 30%, which also contributed to the score increase, which is great. So in this particular case, within the last 30 days, we was able to again reverse the late payment, but also delete 7 items, right? And so these items, Jefferson Capital got deleted, Verizon Wireless collection got deleted, emergency medical collections got deleted, another medical collection deleted, another medical, no, consumer energy, this is a light bill, Capital One got updated to the positive payment, right? So those are all great things that obviously contribute to a way better credit score. All right, guys, and so let me go ahead and answer some of you guys' questions on here. Um, Jake Jake Harvard, hey, I found you guys a tray line company here in Atlanta. Giovanna has the info on this company, wants to do business with you guys immediately, actually to get trade lines going. Awesome, Jake. Thank you so much for that information. I'll look into that and see what we can do. David Zimmerman, even if bankruptcy is removed, you still can't lie about it on a home application, right? That's absolutely correct, because you would have to disclose that you have done a bankruptcy, because when you're in that process of buying a house, they'll go ahead and check. They'll actually go ahead and confirm or check with the court. So even though we can remove a bankruptcy from a credit report, which will have no contribution to your credit score, which is great, it doesn't remove the actual bankruptcy file or paperwork or whatnot that's filed in the court, right? So something to keep in mind. Jamie Gregg, so you do free credit evaluations? Yes, we do, Jamie. Free credit evaluations. Feel free to text or call that number on the screen, which is mine, and I'm actually pasting once again my calendar link, so you guys can go ahead and select the best date and time for us to call you, and we do have some availability today. Um, Astrid, what if a collection is confirmed and they say you owe that money? If well, if it comes back validated or confirmed like what you say, we request what's called a method of verification. We ask, well, how did you verify that the debt is mine? And I want copies of that, and I want the point of contacts of who you verified it with. And they usually have 15 days, right, to be able to respond back. If not, then obviously it has to get removed. If, let's say, there's a scenario where they've been able to prove it, right, and everything else, then what you can do is negotiate what's called a payment for deletion, right? Or you may, yeah, payment for deletion, where you pay and they remove it from the credit report. I think that's a win-win, and I truly believe that collection agencies should offer more of that, because they'll make more money, they'll close a lot more cases that way, because again, it's a win-win for everybody. And I think that'll help a lot of people. But if not, again, I would negotiate a payment for delete, which is not very common and often. So, usually things like that happen. Jamie Gregg, if a person has a judgment that are 10 to 15 years old from a credit card debt, is there anything that can be done? Yeah. And again, I would have to look at the details of that account, if it's still reporting on your credit report or not. It shouldn't be if it's that old. However, it may be even past the statute of limitations, right? If it's that old, again, depending on state and type of debt. But it may take it shouldn't be reporting on your credit report, therefore not affecting you. And so, again, Jamie, if you want to go ahead and schedule a free evaluation to look into those details, if that is still showing on there, then I'll be more than happy to help you. Let me see here. And then David Zimmerman, what do you do if a home application asks whether I've had charge offs and collections in the past, even though they've been removed? Well, that's a great question, right? Because it goes in a little bit deeper when it comes to that. So, for example, remember, in order for an item to get removed from a credit report, it has to be deemed unverifiable, inaccurate, or incomplete. If they can't prove it within that time frame, they can't report it, right? And so, I guess what I'm trying to say is, was it really yours? Or, yeah, was it really yours in the first place? If they're not able to prove it within that 30-day time frame, does that make sense? If an item gets removed, whether it's a charge off or collection, I wouldn't admit to that, right? Because again, we have a company claiming that I owe them money, yet they can't prove it. Does that make sense? If it got removed in the first place, and there's actually no way to verify whether you had a collection or not, because the company is not reporting on there. It's not like a bankruptcy that you have to disclose, because that paperwork and files are kept in the courthouse. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Astrid, I've tried to negotiate and they said no, they can't whatsoever. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that there's more that you can do. I don't know to what extent you've disputed already, if you really exhausted all your resources. I'm pretty sure there's other ways that we can get attention for that. And again, hard to say without the credit report in front of me. But I love to help you out with that, Astrid. Again, call or text the number on the screen, and I look forward to definitely helping you out. Jake Harvard, awesome, Ray. I do have a question. Received a letter from Wells Fargo in regards to you guys asking them validating the debt, and they responded stating as if they can't provide that to third parties. Interesting. How do they? I mean, what do you mean to third party? If it's you sending the letter, right? Question mark. If a Wells Fargo's can't provide to refuse to you guys, then is that grounds for the trade line to be removed? Well, remember, Jake, we're sending letters on behalf of our clients. In this case, that letter they received, it's all signed off like if you sent it. So I'm not sure as to why they're saying that they cannot provide that to a third party when you're the one requesting for that information. Does that make sense? But again, Jake, if you have any more questions regarding that, I'd love to see that letter and to guide you to the next steps. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and answer some phone calls and kick off some evaluations. Again, my number is on the screen. Feel free to text me or call me if you have any questions regarding your credit. Take advantage of the free credit evaluation. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with family and friends. And until the next episode on Keeping It Real with Credit. Peace. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.